Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. So today I'm coming to you with the video of some of the things that I do not do to my natural hair no more. Alright, so the first thing that I will share with you that I don't do to my natural hair anymore is I don't do co-washes. And I think I stopped doing co-washes sometime last year. I've just not done them ever since. And I think for me, with my life constantly evolving and me just trying to free up time, doing something like a co-wash during the week or, you know, in place of a shampoo, it just kind of takes up the same amount of time. And I do not wash my hair as often during some seasons like the summer as I do during the winter. And also because I don't mind the results of or the effects of shampoo on my hair. I think my hair really thrives with shampooing versus co-washing. I don't really deal with the same level of dryness that I once did when I first went natural because I have a good understanding of how to moisturize my hair. So I just don't do co-washes. Will I ever do co-washes again? Maybe, I don't know. But right now I'm in a place where I just don't need to. I'll shampoo and condition and deep condition and I'll keep it moving. The second thing that I don't do to my natural hair anymore is hot oil treatments. I think the last time I've done a hot oil treatment might have been 2 years ago. And I could even be wrong. It could have been 3. It's just not something that I've just done. And there's no reason why. Hot oil treatments are, for me, have always been a benefit. They've always been beneficial. My hair, when I did them, really thrived. In fact, I probably should start doing them again, but I just haven't done them. And I don't really have a reason why. Maybe because it's a little bit more time consuming. It adds about 15 minutes to my hair regimen, my wash day routine, and I just don't want to add any more time onto it. So for me, I think it's just a little bit easier to just forego the hot oil treatment, but it's not something that I do anymore. The third thing that I don't do to my natural hair anymore is pre-poo. When I first went natural, I would pre-poo all the time. Like, I was all about the conditioner and the oil, saturating my hair, making sure that it was totally protected from from shampoos and whatnot. And it's just not something that I do anymore. It's been years, maybe 3 years, possibly more, that I've pre-pooed. And I mean, like, with the intention of I'm pre-pooing and I'm doing this to protect my hair from shampoo. Of course, most of you know that I do detangle my hair most of the time before I wash it. There are many times when I don't detangle beforehand just because I'm rushing and I need to get things done, and unfortunately I have to skip that step before I wash, and I don't do it during conditioning either. I'll do it while I'm styling. That happens, but for the most part I do detangle beforehand. So I know some people might consider that, well, technically, Jenell, you do pre-poo. But the reason behind a pre-poo versus the reason behind someone would detangle beforehand are not one and the same. So for those of you who are not familiar with the term pre-poo, it's a pre-shampoo treatment that you do to your hair with it in mind that you're attempting to prevent the stripping and the loss of moisture from your shampoo. When I'm detangling my hair before I shampoo, it's not even for that reason at all, because I don't have those issues that I once had with shampooing. I'm detangling before I shampoo because I want my shampoo session and my wash day routine to go much smoother. I find that detangling before a shampoo and a conditioning, actually I get to detangle much faster than when I try to do it during my conditioning process. So for me, I like to detangle beforehand, but I don't pre-poo. I hope that makes sense. And like I said, you know, pre-pooing is not a bad thing. This one little curl right here is getting on my nerves. Pre-pooing is not a bad thing. I highly recommend it, especially if you're finding that your hair dries out a lot after you shampoo. I mean, of course, you should check your shampoo. Make sure your shampoo does not have sulfates. And if you're using a shampoo that is always constantly drying your hair out, find one that doesn't. There's so many shampoos out there now for women with natural hair, people with natural hair, that you should not be settling for something that is not going to give you the desired results. The fourth thing that I don't do to my hair anymore is I don't twist every night. I used to twist every single night faithfully. And I would say I did that for about maybe 4 years. And y'all know twisting every night is so time consuming. Like, it is one of the most laborious things. I mean, it's a labor of love because it's really a labor of love as you love on your natural hair and you grow your hair and you're taking care of your hair, you're nurturing it. I know how it is to just want to twist every single night. And of course, the results you get from twisting every night are just, that alone makes you want to twist every night, because you know what we look like when we don't twist every night. Yes, you remember that meme where they have a picture of Samuel L. Jackson and they were like, I knew I should have twisted last night because this is what I was going to look like in the morning. You know how it is when you don't twist at night. So I still recommend it. I recommend it for style. I recommend it for moisture. I recommend it for stretching. I still recommend it, but it's something I don't do anymore because and this is going into the next thing that I don't do with my hair, is I don't stress about curl definition. So because I'm not stressing about curl definition anymore, I don't have to twist every night, because I can put my hair back into a low ponytail, not a pineapple, because pineapples don't really give me the best result, because my hair in the back will be so stretched upward that when I put my hair back down, like how I wear it like this, it's so stretched that it doesn't look really well. So I do the low ponytail, and that gives me a much better result in the morning. However, it is still definitely frizzy, and the curl definition is not that great. But I don't really worry about curl definition anymore. I think I'm just at a place now. I'm about to be 7 years natural. For those of you who are new to my channel, I big chopped in 2010, March of 2010. So I'm about to be 7 years natural. I have had those moments in my journey where all I wanted was perfect curl definition. All I wanted was for my hair to look completely banging every time I walked out the house. All I wanted was for my hair to grow super long and be healthy and, you know, be the bomb big hair. That's all I wanted for a very, very long time. And now that I have children and I'm maturing and I am doing a lot more with my life, that stuff is not as important to me as it once was. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I still want to look banging when I rock my natural hair. Yes, I do. But for those of you who have been around lately, especially if you follow me on social media, you know that I've been wearing a lot of wigs. Or I've been wearing a wig, and I've been wearing a wig since September, the beginning of September. So it's been pretty much 2 months. And the reason for that is I just need a break and I need freedom. And I think for a lot of naturals, we go through our journey at different stages. There's people who find wigs very early on because they're not ready to actually deal with their natural hair, or they're transitioning and they're using wigs to help them transition. There's people who find wigs in the middle stages, I guess you could say, like after a few years in, they find wigs because they're trying to experiment and they're trying new things. And then there's people like me, we find wigs a little bit later in our journeys, and it comes out of looking for an alternative and for convenience. So for me now, I'm at a place where I'm really loving the wigs because it gives me a freedom and a break from my hair. And then I miss my hair after wearing it in a wig for some time, which is great. You know, that's really great. But back to the point, I don't do the twisting every night. That's the 4th thing I don't do to my hair. And the 5th thing was I don't really stress and worry about perfect curl definition no more. And the 6th thing, which is the final thing, is I no longer avoid trims. Now, I know those of you who have been a part of my journey for a very long time, you probably know, like in the very beginning, I didn't really get a trim. I didn't even talk about trims. I didn't even care about trims. I was avoiding them like the plague. Like, I wanted my hair to grow down to my ankles, and trimming it was not gonna allow for that to happen. However, if you've been watching my channel for the last 2 years, you know I have a great relationship with my stylist, and I visit her pretty much every season. And so when I go to visit her every season, which is every 3 months, I get a trim. a lot of people have commented asking if the fact that I'm getting trims is affecting my growth. And the honest answer is no. You guys probably don't notice that every time I go to get a hair trim, most of the time I'm also getting it cut and shaped. And that's because I have a specific desired aesthetic that I like for my hair to look like. And if I let it grow out, unfortunately, I'm going to have to, the shape is going to be compromised because certain parts of my hair grow faster than other parts. So for me, the very front of my hair as well as the back of my hair grow really, really quickly, and the rest of my hair does not. So when I go to my stylist and she gives me a trim, I also ask her to shape it based on how I like to wear it, and which is typically parted to the left, parted on the left over like this, and in my afro. Now, if the back is hanging down, 2-3 inches, not like how it is now, but if it's hanging down 2-3 inches, I am gonna ask my stylist to fix that up. And same thing in the front. Like if it's just not rocking the way I want to rock it, I have her snip that too. And that's because I know what I want my hair to look like. However, I am planning on going on a growth journey, and I will be talking about that very soon because I'm planning on doing a long-term growth journey where I won't be getting the same amount of trims. I won't be getting the shapings and things like that. I'm just gonna let my hair grow out. But now I'm at a place where trimming is not something that I avoid. I make sure I do it. My hair always looks so much better after not having trimmed for 3 months since my last trim. Then when I finally get it trimmed again, I see the results. It looks really, really good, and I love that look for my hair. So these are the 6 things that I don't do to my natural hair anymore. And I want for you to share with me, what are some of the things that you don't do to your natural hair anymore that you once did and was a very big part of your hair routine, like the 6 things that I've said. Maybe some of the things I've said are also things that you don't do anymore. Share that with me. And if there's other things that I might be probably forgetting that I don't do, definitely share those with me too, because you probably remember a little bit more than I do about the things that I used to do that I don't do no more. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.